we ready?
All right, no intro. We're just jumping right in.
All right, guys. Trev, I can say that a lot has happened in the last couple of days.
Yeah.
In sports, in entertainment. I must say mostly in sports. We're gonna get to entertainment in a little bit.
Yeah.
I'm not so. I want to keep bringing up the 6ix9ine thing. So we'll start with entertainment first for a little bit. They say 6ix9ine said I'm gonna go out of jail, my lad, and he don't need no witness protection, which I think is crazy. I want to make sure I get it out of my mind because in this generation, I understand you feel like you ain't gonna be touched, but when I hear him go like stuff like this, oh, I'm gonna be untouchable. I was like, yo, that's just him using the fact that the police got his back. That's gonna make him sound or do anything pretty good. So I just gotta get that out of my head. Like, yo, guys, I'm not trying to tell anybody to be a snitch or don't snitch or snitch, whatever. But please remember, in every action there's a reaction. There's always gonna be some form of repercussion, which is gonna take a hand.
Just don't be part of the life that you can't deal with the results of it. Like, if he can't deal with doing time, being loyal to the clique, don't join the clique.
Yeah.
But I mean, we could stay on that topic for a long time. There's a lot of good conversations about this, and about if he's going to still make music. It all depends of what kind of audience takes it. You know what I mean? So, because if he proceeds to make music, I don't know what kind, maybe join Kanye West and make gospel music now. But if that happens, how is the crowd going to receive it?
Well, all right, Trevor, we're gonna just so we can get off of 6ix9ine. I don't want to stand too long. Irv Gotti did a small interview and they asked him, Irv Gotti is a little bit, he's still upset over the 50 Cent issue. Him and 50 and Ja Rule, they will always have their thing, right?
Yeah.
But he goes, yo, Snitch is gonna listen to him. Our snitches. And I would say this, it's not even Snitch. If he put up good music, people will suddenly find some way to get it. In America at the moment, we may not listen to it, but have you come to understand a lot of artists get a lot of success outside of the country. So it was surprised to see how that happens. But I would say this, on the fact that a lot of it is gang related, it's not going to be easy for him to walk around in public. I mean, he may be one of the artists who's just dropping tracks from in the studio where you just never see or hear from him. Mm-hmm. But even being performed, you're now a liability. But away from the 6ix9ine and liability, I want to shine some light on some positive things. A lot of positive stuff has happened in sports, and I'm gonna say this: a lot of I wouldn't call it negative because I like friendly competition. It's just different when the people who are talking amongst each other don't actually play against each other. So you can't really see those friendly competition go up at hand or see what athletes are very good in their error back and forth. Yeah. So if you guys are trying to understand what I'm referring to, it's gonna be the Damian Lillard and the Shaquille O'Neal beef. And I wouldn't even let's not say it's beef. It's just it's a legend, and I say a rising star because a rising legend. Because I do think Damian Lillard is an excellent player for what he's doing. He's not trying to do the bandwagon this thing and jump on any team because he's trying to get a ring. He wants to set his own tone.
Right.
And I definitely like that about him. Shaq is a legend in himself. Shaq has accomplished a lot. I mean, we can go from media persona to actor to musicians to him being back a basketball player, even down to Shaq being a Rotted Cup sheriff.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, not saying I anything big with Shaq being a police or anything, but I mean, Shaq is very accomplished. I feel like I would say superstars and legends shouldn't be bashing each other in the public eye. That's just my persona. I feel like with the platform y'all shouldn't be showing people having no disagreement up there. Y'all need to be showing unification. Now we talk about black empowerment.
Yeah.
And y'all ain't doing no unification. Y'all got diss tracks. And don't get me wrong, the diss tracks are entertaining.
Yeah, but that's if this was real. Like, yeah, I heard both tracks, and yeah, they were clever. But
they were clever.
Even roasters don't go straight to the heart. I don't think either one of these disses went to the heart.
Yeah.
They were more of, hey, I know this about you, and we make a diss track about you. and watch, you'll probably be laughing, joking, smoking cigars later.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I don't think it was serious, but it's like it got everyone's attention to pay attention to the NBA, which they
Yes.
both want that in the end.
Yeah, and I would say it's a good thing. The NBA season is getting ready. You're talking about the matches, mismatches, what team has super team. So I would say this. Trevor, you bring up a very good point. Based on the clout aspect of it, this is wonderful clout for NBA. For one, if you want to continue watching the drama that plays out between Shaq,
Turn it to TNT.
turn to TNT, guys. I guess we're promoting this one.
Yeah. Then
Feel
you're
me?
gonna see all the games that what is it, Portland plays against whoever. That's gonna be broadcast on TNT. You're gonna wait to hear Shaq's response.
Yeah.
Then here's a little quick things, and you're gonna see if the camera goes. If say like Damian team win, if he gets the camera and he knows TNT is covering this game, yeah, it's gonna be a little inner drama, but it can't be serious.
And I'm gonna say this. I think the good thing about this is normally back in the day when you have reporter, because Shaq would be a commentator and a reporter at the same time.
Yeah.
Because he does go down to the floor and report.
Yeah.
In the same sense that normally when somebody have an opinion, nobody wants to respond. Like before, when a reporter will say something somewhat slick to an athlete, the athlete wouldn't respond. They will stay quiet, but like, man, I don't have time for it. And even if you find that the athlete is one of the type of athletes that like to respond, reporters will kind of stay quiet and they'll try to change the narrative to a whole other conversation. It's to sit and have the idea of listening to them to see where the platform of the world has changed, to see what you can do when you have status. Because I feel like the only reason why this has this much attention is just based on the status of what both athlete has.
Yeah.
You know, so that's where I feel about that. But guys, Trevor, I don't want to pronounce your name correctly. I want to do our RIP to a legend. You know,
Louis Rankin,
aka
Ox.
Jano, aka we can go to all the AKAs with him. We can go to all his movies, guys. The man is a legend too. Shatters, Belly. You know, I mean, he's done a lot. DJ Khaled has worked at him in so many different platforms and music.
Every DJ has used his scene and Belly in the beginning of their set back in like late 90s, early 2000s.
Chiny, you remember that, Trevor?
Black Chiny
was all over that. Black Chiny has done a lot when it comes to Lewis. And I'm gonna keep it real, guys. Not saying I'm begging anybody to do anything. Just out of respect and a little shout out. I did go back and watch some Shatters, and I watched Belly just to give a shout out because as a Jamaican, it's different. Not saying he gave us a negative light. When people think about, I guess, island people and Jamaican people, they think about what the drug culture look like, and we're not promoting the drug culture, right? But his way that he demonstrated his craft. And the way he performed as an actor, I would say he strongly covered that ground to show what the inner city life or what Jamaica was looking like.
I don't think he was acting.
No, well, Trev, I had the opportunity to meet Lewis when he did Belly. When he went down to Jamaica Gates, when they did that scene where DMX is there and at his first Jamaican party, right? I'm not gonna say I was there like giving him daps up and all that. It was like small introduction, and we stood behind there, we meet him, I shook the man's hand or whatnot. But it was not something that I would say. It was memorable at the moment. It was just like, that's a Jamaican actor. Then to watch what has gone over the years, because back then I didn't really care for the whole scenario of what actors and actresses really did. But to show that you come across people in your life and you'd be surprised you don't know what somebody else may turn into. Now look at where he is. I mean, granted he passed away, but the legacy he left behind, because when Belly was being shot, I didn't think Belly was going to be as big as it is, especially when I was in Jamaica. And I remember the first time I watched Shatters, and if I tell you the first time I watched Shatters, what I was doing, guys, you think I'm a mad one.
What are you doing?
Oh, Trev. Okay, so I'm going to give a shout out to Kevin. We all know a lot of Kevins. When I first watched Shaq Attack,
so you don't give him. He's not giving them away.
Yeah, not giving them away. There's a lot of Kevins out there. I remember. So we were in the security business, so there was a lot of licensed firearm there. I was over the age of 18, right? I want to make sure. And to be funny, when we watched Shatters as a Jamaican, Kevin was like, you know what? I'm gonna give you a pistol. I'm gonna take all the bullets out. So every time you watch it and you feel like you want to lick some gunshot, you can squeeze the trigger and you will feel good. So here I was, 18 years old, pause, right? Watching Shatters and have a pistol in my hand. So every time we felt that something that makes you want to feel like this, bap, 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 a lick shot, I had this gun in my hand. I mean, with no bullets in it, just squeezing the trigger, feeling funny. So I have different experiences, and to see that the experience that ties me and Kevin together, that I will never forget about, actually hold somebody else at hand to show that, now Lewis has passed away.
Yeah.
And it's just the fact that I remember him from Shatters. I mean, that's Teddy Brockshot. Is it me? Because, when I remember the part where he said, Biggs, you're gone too far, no, man.
Yeah.
I felt that to my soul, because when he said it like that, I was like, the passion that was driven into that scene, I felt that. I was like, for real, Biggs, you're gone too far, no, man. They killed everybody. So it touched my heart. Now, I'm gonna get back to Oxen. I don't want to leave this part out. I want to give a shout out to Shelly and Fraser Price. Very inspirational figure in her aura, in how she demonstrates her ability as an athlete, and how she carries herself as a woman, and how she makes people perceive her as a mother. And just to see how she's a follower of Christ, it's a lot. And to watch her accomplishments. So I said a lot in a small section about Shelly and Fraser Price to show you how profound she is. I know you guys have listened to me been ranting about Shelly for the longest time, how I keep saying that to me, she's a legend. Usain Bolt is not the only one that deserved a legendary title.
Right, yeah.
So to watch what happened in the World Championship earlier this weekend was very, very profound. To watch her become a 4th world champion, and to see her do it in a form that is not even to say that she barely got it done. She got it done in demonstrating style and fashion, and she did it right after coming back from being a mother. So
yeah. Her body was right after birth, and she trained so hard to get back to athlete type of body, and she did an amazing job. I seen this like multiple videos of her winning. But also big up to Elaine Thompson too.
Yeah,
she got what, 4th, I think.
Yeah, she got 4, but Elaine is injured right now, so we wish it. But other than from Shelly, I want to give a shout out to Allison Felix. Allison Felix is America's most decorated sprinter. She's also a mother. So in history at this moment right now, Shelly and Allison Felix, I want to make sure I get them correct, is the 2 first women to actually break records in their own instance. Shelly has a record for having the most world championship at this moment, and Allison Felix actually broke a world record for the first mixed 4x4 race, which for a man and woman. And the thing that was so strong, and Trevor, you said it, is the fact that they're mothers. You're talking about that bouncing back of your body. Shelly said something in her interview that it's new motivation, because she's consistently successful. When you're an athlete and you sign with Nike, and Nike's been covering you as an athlete for the past, I would say, all right, guys, let's go back. Usain Bolt destroyed the Olympics in 2008.
Yeah,
we're talking in 2019 right now. She's been with Nike since then. So that will just give a nice instance to show you how long she's been with Nike, and to show where her financial agreement has been. Plus, she's been dominating over the previous years. So it was just a wonderful feat to see how Shelly actually did her thing, to see her back in form and back in championship form. Like, she has a season best. The time that she ran to actually win the race was actually considered the 7th fastest time ran in human history for a woman. So, and she's actually clocked that time before. She's gone lower, but at 1/10 of a second lower. But to show you that her body is not even far from where she was perfection, she stated that based on what she's doing now, she's never felt more driven, more determined, and more, I would say, more reason to be accomplished. And to me, that is profound.
Yeah, I'm very proud of her, man. Very proud.
Yeah. Perform. I had to get that one off my chest, guys. But I would say this: it's a lot, guys. Personally, I am watching the World Championship. World Championship is still going on. It will be going on till this weekend. So I know when the episode come out, you guys probably will hear that it's finished.
Yeah.
But still, if you go ahead and take a look, make sure you support your athletes. I want to give a shout out to Kristen Coleman for winning the 100 meter for the U.S. men.
Yeah.
I want to give a shout out for Noah Lyles. Noah and my son share the same name, so it's nice to hear the name being called out.
Yeah.
Noah Lyles for winning the 200 meter. That was very good. 400 meters and a lot of sprint. Dina Asher Smith. She did good. She actually set a British record, and she's actually the first. She went out in history as well as the first British woman to win a 200 meter. So a lot has technically happened in sports overall. Yeah, but again, we want to make sure we give a shout out to Ox, guys. I mean, watch some of his movies. Go take a look.
There's a new movie in production too. There was a new movie in production. I just can't remember the name of it, but I definitely will add the link to the our Facebook and Instagram page. But yeah, and he's a big Raptors fan. You should see. I don't know if you saw the videos he was making for the Raptors playing against the Warriors. He was cussing them out. He said he don't even want to eat curry. Like he just he don't accept no curry.
Sure, that was fun.
He was mean.
He don't want to eat curry.
So I mean, hey, congrats to the Raptors. I think he was one of the flagships for that win. But it's sad that how he passed, but blessings to his whole entire family. And,
condolences more than anything else. I would say the mom is birth a legend, father is birth a profound man. I'm not sure if Ox have any kids or any kids out there. Not saying that I know of, because I'm not attached to his personal life in that manner.
He was a recording artist too, from I don't know, the 70s maybe, but his track was called Dun Dada. That's why he's called himself Jamaica's original Dun Dada. If you want to support, go to Spotify, go to Tidal, go to Apple Music, and give him some plays. Louis Rankin, Dun Dada, give him some plays,
please.
Show the family some love, all right?
Go on apps like Tubi, Netflix. Tubi's free, guys. You can watch it. You get promotion. Go support the craft. I mean, I know this overall. Jamaica's lost a legend in that sense. It's not somebody we can replace. Yeah. But that's more than anything else. I mean, going on. Oh, what, Trevor? I want to get something funny. Have you seen 2 Chainz's little post?
I seen on a news Instagram I follow that he just had a baby. Yeah. The man's like 50 something, right?
I don't even know, bro.
I was like, Too Short been out here for a minute though.
Yeah. Well, Too Short conversation, Trevor. I'm happy you brought it up. He was like, he had to wait for his 50. He said single life was too good to him. And so, but I mean, guys, not to get a little bit profanity, you know that them guys back in the day, they were doing their thing. The life that they were living wasn't what a lot of our parents would decorately say they would want us to be paying attention to, but we did anyway. But I'm happy for Too Short. That is a wonderful feat. Hopefully, it gives him a new perspective on life. You see a lot of I'll say rappers or entertainers who used to be very womanizers or in different way after they get to a certain age or have a certain have kids.
They start settling down and start being I never cheat. What do you mean? Okay,
they're moving to that gated community.
Yeah, gated community.
I mean, we can use Jay-Z as an example. Not say Jay-Z and Beyonce didn't go to
Jay-Z stepped out that gated community.
No, but he did. But I want to use an example before. Yeah. If you follow Jay-Z's music, he was all on this whole big pimping thing, right? I will never get married, never settle down, blah 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 blah. We can go through the whole slander of it, right? But look at him now, right? Yeah. You see a lot of musicians. Even I can look at 50 Cent right now. A lot of people like 50 Cent got mad girls. Nah, 50 got him a short. He got his little jet at the crib that he's taking care of. Making that money. So you think because sometimes people are living these fictitious lifestyle in their music or their entertainment. That's what they're doing in real life.
And that's, you want to bring that right back to 6ix9ine, that understand that this entertainment is not real life. Like, even if they say, oh no, I have enough women out there, like,
yeah,
they got one girl at home taking care of their kids.
Taking care of it.
Right? Just don't believe the hype.
Yeah.
Right? But before we end the episode, I don't know if you was watching that case of, I can't remember the names, forgive me of the names, but there was a case of where a cop was allegedly going home.
Oh yeah, she went to jail.
Yeah, she was allegedly going home and she opened the wrong apartment door, shot the man inside it, and now she's going to jail. I don't know what was the verdict. I know it's guilty, but I don't know what's the sentence.
She was crying because she was like saying that she really didn't do anything, and I mean, from the police report and from the police, I would say recordings or the 911 call. I want to get that correct. She was very empathetic, so they were trying to use it against her. But I'm gonna say this, and her thing is she had a long day at work, so
she was like supposedly sexing some guy she just had sex with, and she got distracted. So she opened went the wrong floor, opened the wrong door, saw a man eating ice cream in the dark, and it said, "Nah, I'm not gonna say put your hands up. I'm just gonna unload this clip."
Trevor, I
ask questions later.
So I'm gonna say this. I do not feel sorry for her. Now it's gonna be bad for me to say this. Guy, don't judge me.
Yeah.
Right. Please don't judge me. I'm saying this. I don't feel bad for her. For one, she's an officer of the law. That means if there's one thing that we need her to have is perception. She needs to be able to look around the room and identify what's going on. You can't tell me if you've walked up 3 steps every day, you should have known you walked up 2. Like Trev, Trev, question. Yeah. This is a good question for you.
Yeah.
Have you lived in an apartment on the 2nd floor before?
Yeah.
Oh. All right. Have you ever lived in an apartment on the 3rd floor?
Hell no.
Right? This is my question. This is my question to you.
Yeah.
If you ever walked to the 2nd floor and you made it to the 3rd floor, tell me you wouldn't know the difference.
Yeah, I know the difference. I'm like, oh, this is too high. This don't feel right.
This don't feel. Yeah, I'm gonna tell you. The first thing I'm gonna know, my legs is gonna be like.
Who I'm texting?
Yo, you're trying to tell me you did to walk and look over to realize your car was like 2 or 3 stories down.
You know, the air felt a little bit cooler when you're going up the 3rd floor.
Yeah, when you opened the door, did you realize that the room did not smell like cats? I don't know. I'm just saying. It's just. I guess we're going typical at this moment.
The door was unlocked. Like. There's that. Like, did you leave your door locked? I would be more cautious. It's all like, hold on, bring back up, call police. Even because she was off duty.
She was off duty, yeah.
So it doesn't mean you have to be hero. But listen, she idiot. She's getting sentenced. Now here's the whole debate I've been listening to all week.
Mm-hmm.
Like in Texas, it's the minimum is 5 years, the maximum is 99.
99.
Where do you feel she should be?
Well, so look, based on what the phone call, the 911 phone call was being perceived, is that she should get the minimum. That's what the debate really is. A lot of people, and I would say this is a I don't want to use the word racial, but everything nowadays when it comes to black and white is racial, right? The conversation is if this would have been a black person who made a mistake, they would have given them the maximum. But because she's white, more people is begging for the minimum, and because she's a police. Now, this is my thing. If you're an officer of the law and it was so easy for you to discharge your weapon and kill someone, the first thing you're supposed to do is to basically secure the perimeter. You should have made a stop. Don't move. Make sure his hand was put in the air. Right? There's a lot that technically should have happened.
Said freeze.
Yeah.
Put your hands up. Let me turn on the light.
Turn the light.
Where's my light that I have right by the door?
Yeah,
that could have been a sign that you're not in your apartment.
Yo, this should read a man his Miranda rights. These are questions. These are questions that's very important, because before you being arrested, you got to read me my Miranda rights. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you can say will be used against you in the court of law. So if you ain't got no time to do that, it's a murderer. Now, my speculation, guys. Now let's jump out the window, and I'm a conspiracy theorist in this one.
It better not be about that whole they have a relationship.
Trev, I'm telling you, dog.
No, because that was proven to be a rumor.
I don't know, Trev. I'm gonna keep it real. Yo, at the rate she busted the man in his apartment and shot him, that don't sound right, bro. That don't sound right.
It could have been just fear of, black man.
Oh, black man. You see, Trev. It's a narrative. It's a very strong narrative. To show that, and to say that, guys. Now, not to tell people not to live in an apartment. It's like you're just not
Lock
even
your door.
lock your door.
Sad to say.
That was the biggest thing.
We come from a society like okay, way before ours, because ours is in the 90s, but before ours, where you can leave your car doors and
Yes, it is.
your house on the lock, because there's not really people in and out trying to rob you. But this society, everyone's hungry. It's sad to say.
Trev, you know what? You say something. Everybody is hungry. People here are not really hungry. I'm gonna tell you this. I'm gonna tell you why people are not really hungry. There's homeless shelter that feeds people.
Mm-hmm.
That's not hunger. That's envy.
Yeah.
So I would like to say this. When I hear people use the terminology that they're hungry because they want to steal and rob, that's a lie.
Mm-hmm.
That is a lie.
There's other ways.
There's a lot of other ways.
No, there's no way McDonald's is not hiring. McDonald's hires on Tuesdays in some locations.
Yes.
They do hiring events.
Yes.
There's so many job fairs. There's so many something that you could just even if you had to stand by the road and wait for work.
If the Mexicans have shown Mexicans
that fed brought up the Mexicans.
No, Trev, no. I want to use it strong because from Miami, them boys using them feed their family.
Yeah, true.
I'm talking about pay rent and drive nice cars. Yeah. When people who's working regular jobs is taking the bus.
Yeah.
You get what I'm? So I'm very big on different ways and how you can get it. And look, guys, we're in a time of technology now. Guys, you guys hear me and know what I do. I trade currency, right? For the fact that there's a way for you to use your computer and make funds, it is profound. If you're a girl, I'm not trying to tell it to be an Instagram thought, but it's happening. There's ways. If you're a comedian, you can start your comedy right there on social media. Anything you think you can do, there's an angle, there's a way you can make it happen. I know there's a teacher that I spoke to who told me that she did customer service over the summer break. I was like, how did you find a job? She was like, look, they were looking for work at home customer service aides, and I looked it up online. The only thing I needed was internet and a computer. How much you get paid? She was like, it wasn't a lot. It was $9 an hour. But still, it's better than zero.
And legit, so I mean, you can get taxed and you just go, maybe I'll come in. But still, it's better than zero.
There is a way to make it happen, and we all, yes, guys. I know, like a lot of us is like, oh, we don't want to live in Section 8 or government housings or whatnot. If you ain't got nowhere to live, you may need to be able to look into those benefits. The government gives people food stamps with the people who ain't working. So I want to say this, like basically the bum on the street can get food stamps, Trev.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. And it's actually there for the bum on the street. Yeah. So you're not really hungry in this country. You're envious. So there's always a way for you to step out and make some things happen. Don't ever feel like somebody has to give it to you. And I feel like that's what people is moving towards nowadays. Nobody wants to get down on their knees and scrub the floor, right? But everybody wants to walk in the pretty shoes when it's shining pretty. You gotta be able to get down there and do the work. I mean, because for one, I like the fact that I can work hard and play hard because I like playing hard. Right? But you have to work hard first before you do it, before you can appreciate some of the greater things in life. Instead of you trying to take it, hurry up and get it from somebody else. And the people who try to take it away, if someone tries to take it away from them, they try to overreact more than everybody else.
Yeah.
Like you got it for free.
Yeah.
But Trey, that's a whole nother conversation.
Yeah.
So
I'm on my way to Vegas.
Yes.
I'm going to enjoy my time, a little vacate. So that's why the episode might be short, but at least we put out something.
We spice it for you guys. I'm not even worried about it. Yeah. But Trevor, I have a question before we jump off. Yeah. Is there anything crazy should be happening in Vegas I need to worry about?
Crazy? No.
All right, good. I want to jump on that one.
I'm trying to go visit the Hoover Dam. Go to Grand Canyon. That's like 5 hours away, but still. I'm going to try to do it. I'm just trying to live out there, So,
Trev, you guys got a plan then?
Yeah, we got a plan. We're going to tour. That's
all right.
We'll be the very tourist. Even some old lady was saying to me today. Shout out to her. Not really. But, she was saying, oh, you're not going to go be a tourist, are you? I'm like, Yes.
Yes,
Yes, this is the point. What are you talking about?
Trevor's like, I'm gonna be there in short shorts with long socks on. Like, yes, I'm touring.
Yeah.
My flip flops. But Trevor, I got you.
Listen, I had a camera hanging off my neck.
You speak a whole other accent.
Yeah.
Sorry, my friend.
Nice.
This is nice up here. I love it. So Trev, on the eve of you going out to Vegas, I guess I'll jump on the positive thought. Guys, life is short, right? Every day is a present. You know, that's why God gives you gifts. He gives you these gifts. That's what they're presents. Just so I can reword that one. So try to live life to the fullest. I mean, make plans, set goals, have an agenda. If you don't have your goals written down or set out so you can make it happen, you don't know what to look forward to. So guys, please be goal oriented. I want to make sure I leave you guys with that one this week. Trevor, want something ratchet before you go?
All right, before Ratchet, R.I.P. Ox.
R.I.P.
Big up Ox. And Ratchet, don't confuse my hunger with envy. And also, I gotta think of something real ratchet. That was more knowledge.
I don't know, dog. Just wash all the crazy places in your body when you take showers, guys.
I mean, yeah, you always like washing something. All right.
Hey, you gotta stay clean.
All right, one part.